Guys, Brother John here with another one of your daily devotions. And again, we're going to be picking up in the book of James, but today we're moving on to chapter 2, and we're going to be going over verses 1 through 6. Here's what they say. My brothers and sisters, do not show favoritism as you hold on to the faith in our glorious Lord Jesus Christ. For if someone comes into your meeting wearing a gold ring and dressed in fine clothes, and a poor person dressed in filthy clothes also comes in, if you look with favor on the one wearing the fine clothes and say, sit here in the good place, and yet you say to the poor person, stand over there, or sit here on the floor by my footstool, haven't you made distinctions among yourselves and become judges with evil thoughts? And guys, if you're anything like me, you might look at that and you think, well, I mean, that's terrible. Like, I'm never going to look at somebody and say, hey, you're poor, you got to sit on the floor. And I would never do that. I really don't treat people that differently. I do pretty good. The thing about James is he's a really great author in the Bible because he says things that really cut to the point or really cut to your heart, but he says it in a very simple point. And all that he's saying here is just be very careful that when you look at your life, that you're not treating people differently and judging people based off outward appearance. And guys, I challenge you to look at your own life and ask yourself if you're doing that. Because today, yeah, you might never have looked at somebody and said, hey, you're poor, you have to sit on the floor. But you might very well look at your life and say, you know what, when I'm sitting in a restaurant, how do I talk to the waiter? You know, if I get to be the more important person in that situation, do I treat the waiter differently? If a friend's little kid or little sibling comes up and talks to me, do I treat them different because they're not as important in my world as I am? Or do I treat them the same way? Because God calls all of us to treat others equally and to love our neighbor as ourselves. So that's my challenge to you today. Take a look at your life. See what you're doing. Love you guys. Have a great day.